Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's a great day because I just want to talk to you about the resources that I found really useful during my fertility journey. And in my downtime I usually like to have something to read, to refer to, and a lot of people write books that help you kind of figure out the different connections that are made between infertility and trying to get to the other side of being pregnant. So let's get right into it. So this book I bought when I was trying to improve my egg quality. So after I left my first clinic, after trying many times and unfortunately was unsuccessful in getting to a full-term pregnancy, I was listening to some different people talk about their fertility and how to make things better for your egg quality. So more or less, since I was over 40 at the time, probably 40 or 41, they said, you know what, you can still use your own eggs. And that's really what I ultimately wanted to do, because I felt as though the times that I did use my own eggs, it really wasn't known why those eggs didn't implant. I was like, once you run out of eggs, then what do? You have to go and find other options. But I still wanted to improve my own fertility and improve my egg quality. So there's a number of ways to do that. They say that if you're 40 years old and your eggs are 40 years old, but you know what, there's still ways to actually improve the quality of those eggs. So even if your eggs are aging, your body can certainly reverse in its health and improve the egg quality. So that's why I bought this book by Amy Ralph, and she talks completely about improving your egg quality. She gives you over 100 days of a meal plan and with recipes. So even though I'm not trying to improve my egg quality at this time, I still use the recipes. That's how good a lot of those were. And my family still loves the recipes, and we enjoy those regularly. So another book which I don't have is It Starts with the Egg. I forget the lady's name that wrote it, but I read through that book because I try to pick out things that will help me. So not everything applies, but you pull out the things that do help. So that was another good book, just to see what everyone was referring back to in that book. So a lot of people pulled out some things and they saw it as useful, and some things were not. So I wanted to read it for myself and see. So that was another good read. I think I just borrowed that book, so that's not one of the books that I have. So the book I'm reading now is called Body Belief by Amy Ralph, same lady. And it talks about how to heal autoimmune diseases and radically shift your health and learn to love your body more. So, oh my gosh, this book has really opened up my understanding of the connection of me getting to the root cause of my autoimmune disorder, my hypothyroidism at this point. So she also has some recipes in here that'll be useful, and she gives you a 7-day plan, which tells you how you do your morning routine, and tells you how you deal with stress and what meals and foods that you can eat to support your autoimmune condition. So I can't wait to continue diving deeper into that book, because so far it's been really good. So I also bought a course, and the course I bought, I put in the binder. It's called The Fat Poor Pregnancy with Kelly LeVeque. And this course goes through videos, and then you have PDF pages that support the videos, and she breaks down from a scientific standpoint just your metabolic function, supplements, how foods affect your body, what you should be eating to support your fertility. She goes through just the things that are bogus and things that you should be paying attention to for your fertility. So she's a holistic nutritionist. So yeah, I really do appreciate a lot of her resources that she puts out. So this is not the only course that I bought. I also bought the course that she made for Fat 4 Under 4. So once you have a kid, she tells you how to feed your child for better health. So That's another useful course. Of course, my current kids are older. I don't need to go through how to wean them and bottle feeding and what vitamins and supplements they need, but I certainly would like the book for when I have my new child, just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because I've kind of forgotten how to start out from the infant stage. And so also Kelly LeVeque has written this book before she introduced the course, and it's called Body Love Every Day. I like this course, I like this book because she gives you all of these recipes and meal plans. So it's not just for pregnancy, it's just for women in general. So I like that it's broken down for different types of moments in your lives. For instance, this section's called Girl on the Go. So she tells you, what you eat for breakfast, what you eat for lunch, what you eat for dinner, how you incorporate exercise, how you incorporate no exercise, how you incorporate your self-love and things like that. So this is, another version of how she helps to support women in their bodies. Basically, her theory is keeping you off of the blood sugar roller coaster. So all of her meals are balanced with the 4 fundamentals of your protein, fat, fiber, and greens, and her smoothies are delicious. I've let a number of people try her smoothies, and I still love her smoothies, and I'll continue to use them, because you always want ways to make different smoothies so you don't run out of ideas. And then I wanted to show you this big binder. How big that is. So I print out everything now from my fertility clinic that they send me, just to keep record of it, because I said in previous videos back in my fertility story, I did hire a fertility coach, and you basically keep documentation so you can discuss with your coach what's going on in your cycle and what's going on in your protocol, and what basically has happened previous to you coming to get coaching and up until now. And then so a lot of times women keep these binders just to keep themselves organized, because a lot of this stuff you don't remember. You don't remember what you took. You don't remember what the nurse said. So, having the binder, even though it's hefty now, I think it's really useful. And then the clinic sends you so much stuff. So many instructions, and it's nice to have it printed out in a nice organized fashion. And I take notes here. I put different, I also have, different resources printed out in here that I like to refer to. My routine checklist is in here. Different pamphlets from like the fertility clinic. I keep my receipts in here for when I go to the fertility clinic. That's useful for tax purposes. And I'll go over how much I've spent on my fertility journey and how my husband and I paid for it. But yeah, so even, my trigger shot instructions, everything is in here for me to refer to. And a lot of times, like going through my journey, it's like, oh, you got to the next part, but let's go back and see what you did before. And I'm like, that way I know everything's in here. I have a nice place to put it. So I didn't do that with my first fertility clinic, and a lot of things was just in my memory, and it's really useful, or on the portal. So at that clinic, everything was communicated through the portal. But I didn't print it out, but now I know better. Print it out, record it, save it, keep it organized. So yeah, this has really been useful. And the last book I really love that I purchased from the doctor of and the CEO of Levels, the CGM continuous glucose monitor. I was wearing a continuous glucose monitor for a little while, and she was talking about this book by Frank Littman and Danielle Claro. It's called The New Rules of Aging Well. So it's not particularly related only to pregnancy, but it is a, longevity lifestyle, how to age well. So I'm all about longevity, because I was trying to reverse my reproductive age. So I just have been finding more and more resources to support me in doing that. And usually longevity lines up with trying to reverse your fertility, your reproductive status. So that book is another recommended because you can refer it to your friends and family members. You know, they're all going through something health related, and a lot of times people just don't know what they should be doing to support their body, especially women, from teens going through adolescence and periods, through women going through their childbearing years and using birth control, and the effect on your hormones and how you should support your body with those hormonal shifts. And then even as a woman who is entering perimenopause and menopause, so that hormonal change needs a lot of support as well, and hormone support, things like that. So it's useful to know, well, what do I do? You know, a lot of times the doctor just wants to give you a medication, and you don't want a medication. You want to know, how do you get to the root cause of it? So that's what I love about these people that I mentioned here. Kelly Rebecca Amy Rout, she's an acupuncturist, and more or less using Western traditional medicine, and Chinese medicine, because there is a different lens that they look through. And that's what I want to look through. I want to look through the functional medicine lens, where they get to the root cause of your issues, and I also want to look at some Chinese medicine, because it more or less just goes back to how we evolved, not this current age and what all these medications are being pushed out to us. It's more or less just to get to the root cause. I want to be able to heal my body without having to have a surgery or have, you know, something life-changing. Whereas if you take the time to support your body and reconnect and figure out, well, why is my body reacting like that, you could probably get down to the root cause of it. And if I had known that when I was younger, I would have been in a whole different place, because I didn't realize that food was the medicine that I should be using. And these books really help support you using food as medicine. So yeah, it's really been great to know these resources are at my fingertips, because, you know, I might be shopping, or, you know, shopping for groceries or shopping for my supplements. I need something to go to quickly that I read about, and these books are there to explain why I should be buying that, or why I should be removing toxins from my beauty regime, or my cleaning, you know, whether I'm washing clothes or putting lotions and cleansers on my body, my hair products, makeup. So I try to go as clean as I can. It is a huge haul, but, you know, without all these chemicals for your body to have to deal with, your body is so much better off. So you find out what chemicals work for you and which don't. So that's what I'm finding out without these resources. What chemicals work for me, which don't, which supplements work for me, which don't, which foods work for me, which don't, and how to improve my love, connections, and community. And, you know, so it's really been useful. So I would love to chat with you more about it. Feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what resources you found useful. But I wanted to share mine. And don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and share this video so we can continue to contribute to the community of infertility and pregnancy and all things related. All right, so thanks for watching my video. I'll see you next time. Bye.